So as many of you may or may not have heard, but the PvE of Overwatch 2 has been cancelled. Yes, that is right. The whole selling point of Overwatch 2, the gimmick that was announced back in 2019, the story mode of the game that was going to have long-ass missions, a skill tree, and MMO style type of level up system is gone, scrapped. Nothing, alright? Instead, they're going to be changing it up. To what? To more bite-sized type of story missions. But what about leveling up? That's not really going to be in the games, along with a skill tree. So yeah, me and basically the whole community of Overwatch isn't happy, as we've waited for this mode for nearly 4 years ever since its announcement back in 2019. So why did this happen exactly? Well, the reason behind it was that the idea and the whole project of trying to do it was way too big for them, and they realized they couldn't really pull this off, and they just decided to scrap everything. So yes, all the gameplay, the skill trees, screenshots, cinematics, everything was scrapped. Apparently, all that time that was being focused on Overwatch 2 was all for nothing and just flushed down the toilet just like that. However, things get a little interesting because I believe it's the lead director, Aaron Keller, as of right now, said in a GameSpot interview why they made this decision and what led to it, and I'll leave a link in the description below for you to read it, or you can pause the video. But the main takeaway from this, they didn't want to split the company into two like they did with Overwatch 1, where one group of developers would be focusing on PvE, while the other group would be focusing on the live game, which is basically PvP. And so they didn't want to do that at all, as that was what was hurting Overwatch 1 with the lack of content and attention that Blizzard was giving. So that's why they decided to can PvE, as the project itself was getting way too big. So yes, the skill tree, the missions, cinematic, everything was scrapped. However, here's the real kicker, is the fact that they knew before Overwatch's release that they weren't going to finish their vision. Yes, they knew before the game released. However, they decided to tell us now, as why? Money. That's literally it, money. They don't give a good reason. And even then, who later on, the director posted an apology saying, you know, they're so sorry and that it wasn't easy. Bullsh fucking shit, alright? Let's be honest with ourselves. The only reason they didn't tell us sooner is because they knew people weren't gonna buy the battle pass. That was literally it. Nobody was gonna spend money on the game. As soon as it went free, they knew they had to make some money off of it. That's why they didn't say anything about the PvE. They stayed quiet about it. Every time someone asked, what about the story mode? What about PvE? They'd say, we'll talk about it next season. We'll talk about it later. They knew exactly what they were fucking doing. Like, let's not kid ourselves here. It all came down to money. They literally just wanted our fucking dollars. And I feel bad for anyone who spent money on this game. I'm glad I didn't. I almost did. I was like, let me give this a shot. No, I'm glad I don't, and I never will, and I suggest you don't either. So obviously the response has not been the best for Blizzard, and like I said earlier, the director Aaron Keller had put out a little blog post basically just coping, and it's just a PR statement saying that, oh no, we know how you guys feel, it sucks, and there's nothing that we can do about it, we already deleted everything. So yeah, just enjoy the story modes that are going to come out in season 6. That is right, it's not coming out season 5, no, it's coming out in season 6. So great, we have to wait a couple more months until we even get a story mission, which who knows how long that is in and of itself, because I mean, think about it, we waited this long, we're probably just gonna get an hour or two of content, considering this is Blizzard we're talking about. So yeah, you can pause the video and read it, or you can go into the description of the video where I'll leave a link to the original post. But what are my thoughts on it? Oh my god, do I even need to spell it out? The main selling point of Overwatch 2 was its PvE, the thing that was getting all the attention of the developers, and what was killing Overwatch 1 is cancelled. Those years and months of hard work, everything that we saw from the trailers and that we were shown and told is gone. All of it. Every single one of it. And the fact that they knew before release date is just disgusting. It's disgusting. The whole reason they didn't want to talk about it because they knew that the fan base would hate them, and rightfully so. They knew they weren't going to get any money out of anyone if they had just straight up told them from the beginning. Nobody wanted to buy the Battle Pass. Nobody wanted to spend an outrageous amount of money on a couple of skins for a game that doesn't even deliver or can't deliver in what it said it would. There's a chance that the story missions might actually be good, alright? I'm not saying that they're going to be horrendous, but they're never going to live up to the expectations that were set for the first original Overwatch PvE, alright? Because let's be honest, what, we're just gonna get like an hour or two worth of content compared to the hours and hours of content we were promised at its announcement. I'm sorry, but it's just not gonna live up to that. And again, we're getting it in bite size in each season, or possibly every 2 seasons, which sucks. I mean, we're not getting the first missions until season 6, so that should tell you something right there. This was the last hope for a lot of people in the community. This was the reason why people stuck around for Overwatch 2, because they wanted the PvE. They wanted to experience an actual story mode with these characters, and the fact that this was taken away from them, and the fact that Blizzard knew before they released the game, it's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting, and I wouldn't be surprised if the fans and players left the game entirely. I mean, hell, look at the, wait time for a lot of the roles. Back then, DPS was the highest. It would reach into double digits. And now, it's just a minute or two wait for a lot of the roles. Even in competitive, it's short as hell. Don't bother wasting your time or money with this game. It's honestly not worth it. The prices for the skins, the battle pass, and everything are outrageous, and you're better off spending your money elsewhere. And same with your time as well. You're better off playing much better games that can probably give you more content than this game ever wish it could. I enjoyed the first Overwatch. I loved how polished it was, how it felt complete, and how they just kept adding more to it to make it better. Was it a perfect game? No. No game is really perfect. But it was fun. It was a fun game that definitely had a community. It had a backbone. This game, it doesn't. It has a shitty backbone. The developers are just liars, really. Same with the company. And it just feels missing. A lot of stuff feels janky, half-assed. And every time a new hero is introduced, it feels like they have to either crank it up to 100 or lower it to 0. It's not fun anymore. And if I play this game, it's strictly going to be for gameplay footage in these videos. I don't play this game anymore for fun. I have other games for entertainment at this point. This has been your boy, Skeletal QZ. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to check out my other videos. And with that being said, I am out.